Hey everybody, so I want to make a public service announcement before I get into the topic of me talking about my condition with albinism. So before I mention anything, right now I'm just going to do some vlogs. I'm actually just going to do like my own brand of music or something because I don't want to continue to have the copyrighted claims. I know it's not a bad thing or anything, but I really want to make money off of YouTube. Not because, oh, I need money, oh, I'm just poor, whatever, blah, 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 that sort of pity thing. I really do like YouTube. I really like to talk to you guys. I'm actually getting myself into not only using it as a job, but as a hobby. Like, I just generally enjoy it. So, before I mention anything, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get started. So, I'm going to explain to you what is albinism. So, short for albino, long-term, albinism. So, albinism is basically a genetic disorder, meaning it depends how many pigmentation that you get. Basically, it depends on the genes from your parents. Like, my mom and dad, for example. My dad has brown hair and brown eyes, and then my mama has blonde hair and blue eyes. So basically, people with different eyes or different hair color and stuff, that actually, depending on how much pigment that you have, and also it's a 50-50 chance that you can get it. So there are two types of albinisms. I'm so crazy. There's two types of people with albinism. Like I said. Anyway, so I'm going to be telling you mine first off. And my condition is called oculocutaneous albinism. So oculocutaneous albinism is basically where you don't have no pigment at all. That's what I mean, no pigment. You don't have it in your hair, skin, and eyes. And also, it depends on how good your vision is. Like mine, I'll tell you my eye acuity. My left eye is 200/3, and then my right eye is 200/4. So, basically, it also affects your skin because, you know, for me with albinism, or with anybody with albinism, oculocutaneous specifically, you have to go out. You cannot go outside for long periods of times unless if you're wearing sunscreen. I'm not a fan of wearing sunscreen. I know some people actually do it, and I'm strictly not one of those people. I am more of an inside person anyways, and also it can affect, you know, with you being inside, it can also affect, like, you, like, not having enough vitamin D, and that's where you get it from the sun. But, also, the hair, they said you can't dye your hair. Can't dye your hair? Can't dye your hair. I have dyed my hair before. I have never really dyed it, like, permanently, but I will show you some pictures. Albinism, just like me, oculocutaneous specifically, and if people say, oh, you can't dye your hair, it's not ever going to last or whatever, tell you the truth, it may not. It just depends how much pigmentation that you have, but for my experience, mine actually lasted for like 2 months. Basically, when I had the rose gold hair, I kind of want to go back to that color personally, but I don't know. Like I said, it just depends, but I am going to tell you this, and this probably will make you feel better. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't or can do, because I mean, I think that if you want to dye your hair, whether people say, oh, you can, or it's not going to last, or whatever, just go do it. Go do it. It's totally worth it, I promise. Now, I've never really tried permanent hair dye. I kind of recommend either I never tried the demi kind, but I mean, I've kind of recommend it too. So, I mean, either use the semi or the demi kind. But anyways, so there is the I can't even, guys. Anyways, but yeah, so when you go outside and stuff, you have to make sure to lather up with sunscreen. Otherwise, you would get skin cancer. I also cannot tan. I can't even get into a tan in bed, but you can definitely self-tan. for sure if you have oculocutaneous albinism. I self-tan sometimes. I'll also show you some pictures. Now I'm going to go with the second condition, which is the other albinism. So this is called oculoalbinism. So oculoalbinism is basically where you don't have the pigmentation. It just depends how much you have. Like, some people will have like a dirty blonde hair, or I guess they might have pale skin. I don't know much about the skin, but I just know that they don't have it near as bad as I do. But now, it does affect the vision. It just depends on, you know, how much your vision works. Like, mine per se, like, I kind of like to say mine is in the middle, basically. But, there are some people with albinism that has lower vision than I do. I don't know if I explained my eye acuity, but my left eye is 200/3, and then my right eye is 200/4. So, it just depends. Like, for me, I can't drive yet, but I do have my driver's license. Well, not license, but my driver's permit, and I'm actually trying to get myself back into bioptic training. And I think I told you that on the last video of the GTK, other words, get to know me video. And I actually have them right here. I'm going to show you my bioptics. Wherever the heck I put them. Alright, so here are my bioptics. I'm going to try them on for you guys. So they are, I shouldn't be doing this, putting glasses on my one hand, but you know, I'm holding my phone too. But anyway, so this is these are a pair of glasses that has this little tiny camera right here, and then you have this little telescope where you can adjust it. And then basically when I'm driving, I could actually look at traffic. I could use this camera for like a snapshot of road signs or traffic lights and everything. So I am going to give you a close-up on the little telescope. It's a little tricky for me to film, but I am going to turn and show you guys what I mean. It doesn't look like that in real life, I promise you. It's really tricky. Alright, so maybe I could show you guys a little example of this. Like I said, this is so tricky for me to film, but you can see my TV. It doesn't look like this in real life, I promise you guys. Don't think that. And see, like this, for example, like it does help me to see road signs, and it's supposed to just give you like a little quick snapshot. You know, you don't have to like dip down the whole entire time. And yes, I'm going to show you this trick. So when you're driving, you're just going to want to like dip down. Like I said, this is tricky. So you're just going to want to go up when you're driving and paying attention to the road to dip down. It doesn't look like this in real life, I promise you guys. I'm just going to keep showing you this example. So when I'm driving, and then if I'm looking for a traffic light, I can go this way. Let's just say I'm looking for my wax. It's right there. And then when I drive, let's say if I'm looking for a road sign, and then I could dip down. I am going to show you guys the accommodations that I used to read and what accommodations are out there for people with albinism. So I'm going to show you, actually I'm going to go ahead and tell you what accommodations is out there. So you have a telescope. It actually is supposed to help you see far distance whenever you need to. Like, for example, if you're in college or if you're in high school or any of that, and if your teacher or professor is telling you something that you can't really see, you can actually take a little telescope and then you can adjust it and just see the problem, what's going on or anything. And then you also have the CCTV, which I am going to show you a picture right now. Or if you're a girl, you can actually put your fingers in there and paint your nails. You know how that goes. Anyway, so yeah, you actually use it to read, or if you need to write something, or really just about anything, really. I used to have one of those, but I actually don't use them. I actually have something that I actually use, which I'm going to show in just a minute. The next one is going to be the Vizio book. If y'all know Vizio, they have TVs and everything, and yes, they have a Vizio book for people with low vision. Ain't that awesome? I'm also going to show you a picture of what it looks like. I never had a Vizio book. I actually used to use them all the time at my school when before I had graduated, and those, I don't know, like, I've always been a huge fan of those Vizio books. Basically, instead of just putting, you know, books or something underneath, you can actually face it to you. Let's just say, like, if you're low vision and if you like to get up and put your makeup on in the morning, like, you could actually put it up close to where you can do your eyeshadow or eyeliner and mascara. Basically, just up close, and basically how to apply your makeup. Or if you have oh my goodness, I don't know if this is like a bad topic. I don't recommend this or nothing, but like if you have bad bumps or whatever, or like blackheads or just acne that you want to get rid of, which I don't recommend you popping your pimples or anything, but you can definitely get a close-up and you can just pop your pimple. I don't know if I should be saying this on YouTube, so I hope I don't get a strike or anything. So yeah, those are really good, and now I am going to talk to you guys about a different accommodation. Is a magnifying glass. If you like to use magnifying glass, those are really good too. You know, it also just depends. You can even get them at your own eye doctors too. I actually used to have one, but I honestly don't remember what happened to it. It used to kind of like, all of a sudden, the lens off the magnifying glass, it just kept falling off and stuff. But you can definitely go to your eye doctor, and literally he or she could actually give you some accommodations for it. Those are really good. And now I'm going to tell you guys what I have for my accommodations. So this is just like the CCTV. This is a thing, I don't know what it's called exactly, but you basically turn on this button. It turns on, and then it has this like LED. It's really, really bright, you guys. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't blind you, but I am going to show you how I use it. I am going to show you guys how I use this thing. It's I've been trying to get myself into generally reading lately and getting to it as a hobby. So I'm gonna show y'all how this works. Alright, so you could even, alright, if I can get this to go closer. This thing is so freaking bright. So as y'all can see, this actually is supposed to enlarge your print while you read, and then you could like take it, I guess, far distance, and then you can just like adjust it. And then there's also different color options, but I don't really use it. It just, oh, and you can also take a picture with it as well. You can take all kinds of pictures. I think I took all kinds, but I don't know. I still don't know much about this thing. I've just started back using it. I'm actually trying to get myself into reading books generally, and you can also change the colors too, but you can see it's just kind of bright and annoying, so I prefer to use the color. And there is different settings, whether you want the LED lights off and stuff, but it gets really pitch black. It's terrible to see it. But if you guys have one of these, whether you have albinism or not, or if you just have low vision, definitely give me some tips of using this thing. But I really do like it. Or you can read it like this. And take a picture. So that's another good trick to how to read it. And yeah, I am also going to be tagging my favorite YouTubers who also have albinism. So now I'm going to tell you the first YouTuber, more like YouTubers, but you know. So the first one I'm talking about is going to be Matt and Ashley. They are a couple who also have albinism, and they do all kinds of, or they did have little, they do all kinds of cute little vlogs and stuff like that. I haven't seen a recent video or anything, but yes, they are both amazing. Go subscribe to them. And then my second favorite YouTuber is Lauren. I haven't really seen videos from her either, but she is also amazing. She does like different makeup tutorials. My favorite one is where she did the fall look. Oh my gosh. And then my third favorite YouTuber has to be April, which I haven't really seen videos of her either. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so she's amazing. She actually does all kinds of stuff as well, and she also does makeup tutorials or tanning and stuff like that. I mean, Lauren does the same thing. But my last one, I think she posts this quite often. Can't even speak. Anyways, it's, oh my gosh,
Unsightly
she
opinions.
is amazing, but I think her vision is more worse than me because she happens to use Braille and stuff like that. And then also there's some girls that I also follow on Instagram, and I keep forgetting their names, but one girl actually does different makeup tutorials, and she has done like, you know, big brands like Rare Beauty and all them. Oh my gosh. She is just as gorgeous, but she also has to use a cane. And if you guys ask, do I use a cane or anything? No, I do not use a cane. I don't even use Braille or nothing. Like I said, I showed you guys my accommodations that I use. And also there is some settings on your iPhone. I prefer iPhone mostly, but there is some people who prefer Android or Apple or anything. But I personally use use the iPhone, and the accessibilities that I use is Zoom. Basically, you just take your fingers and then you just tap it like 1, 2, 3, and then you just like, you know, you can adjust it. You can adjust your screen, make it bigger or small, or read it. Like, it's really good and it's really interesting. I use that all the time. And then, And then I also use magnifier on my phone to look at far distance or just generally read something. And yeah, and also if you also ask me, do you wear glasses or anything? I do, but I also get insecure when I wear them. But I will show you what I have. I need to actually get me some new prescriptions, but my prescription's actually messed up. So I've been wearing like the over-the-counter glasses, and I don't wear them like I need to, but yeah, these are my regular glasses that I wear generally. And I know I need to quit using my one hand to take them off. So unsanitary of me. But, yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. And if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And then if you have any questions or concerns or anything, definitely comment down below or get in touch with me. I also have my email linked in my channel. And also, you guys don't forget to subscribe, or yeah, that's all I gotta say. But I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a safe and fantastic day.